Hello, friends. Steve here, and this is August 30th, and I thought I'd talk a little bit about, and hopefully somewhat briefly, talk about healing fields, what they're about, their possible consequences, some of the effect that they might have, and then set up a healing field for today. And a little history of the healing fields. I back in the late 70s, early 80s, I think that might have been when this began to take place. But I began using a book by Michelle Small-Wright called MAP, M-A-P, which was Medical Assistance Program. And through that MAP program, I learned how to set up healing fields. I learned how to set up healing fields and connect with my healing guides to assist myself in healing myself. So it was through this guided work from these beings. And then I continued to work with various energetic processes for my own and others' healing. I mean, I was in the late 70s, I was in chiropractic college, and then beginning in 1980, I was in an active practice of chiropractic, which was very light force, maybe high energy light force, or light energy light force. And in there's a whole bunch more details, but let's just jump ahead to 2013, where I opened up a healing practice on the island where I live. And it started out as a chiropractic practice, but it quickly evolved into a purely energy healing practice. And it came about as a result of discovering. So in the late 70s, early 80s, I discovered that I had the ability to travel through time to events of the past, I perceived as past, other lifetimes, past events, where I could release the energy of traumatic incidents for myself and then later on for others. So I went through a variety of different processes and went back to a variety of different lifetimes where I released the stuck energy, the trauma aspect of those lifetimes. And then I did various forms of that work, from then on, late 70s on. And then in 2013, I was taking a person through a process of going back through their life timeline, and I was helping this person resolve. It turned out that we were resolving an auto accident that they had had. There were other aspects of it, but an auto accident they had had, which had been 6 months prior, and they had just had recurring worsening of various neurological symptoms. So we went back to an earlier point in her time, but then we kind of cleared from her beginning up through the point of the accident, cleared the energies of the accident, and then she had this recovery of her symptoms from the auto accident. So it was a class I was teaching, and really there was only this person in the class. And so I was teaching her how to do this work, so I had her take me back through my process. I ended up going back to what ended up later I understood as an original event that pretty much colored all my lifetimes. And so in that original event, we were able to release the energy, release and integrate the energy of that ancient trauma, which led to my doing that work. So since 2013, so over the last 11 years now, I've primarily done this work where I go back to events through the portal of time. I call them past events, but I'm beginning to understand that in the concept of time, we have this linear approach. This is in the past, this is in the present, this is in the future. But all of the energetics of time and space are all working together as one. So now involves the past, the present, and the future. So talking about going back to an event is really talking about a linear approach. But what I suggest in my healing sessions, I ask the higher self to take us through the portal of time into a place of timelessness and just return. So it doesn't mean what direction we're going. We've been there before. It's still in consciousness. We return to an event and we release and integrate the energy of the event for ourselves. And then it was suggested to me that I state the words out loud after setting up the field. Then I invite any souls that were affected by this event to return to the event, release and integrate the energy of the event themselves. And that led to, so that was in around 2018 or so, that led to, in 2020, end of January of 2020, my being asked by my guides to set up a healing field for the world. And then things got kind of what felt to me to be very large, very difficult, and very challenging. And I would not say that it was an easy process for me to meet that challenge and to stick with it and actually get to a place where I had some degree of ability in the process and some degree of feeling like I understood the process better. It's been going on 4.5 years now, and I've been happy to do it, and I've seen very good things as a result of it. And it's been a very challenging time, and I feel good that I'm still here, still functional. The past few months have been physically challenging. A lot of stuff clear. Last year, really, a lot of stuff clearing, cleansing, the whole process that's been going on for 27 years and 5 months, with 7 months left to go to complete on March 23rd of 2025, completion of the 28-year cycle of cleansing. Okay, so I think that will be the video on kind of the healing work, and I think then I'll make a separate video that I'll invite you to watch. In this video, I'll invite you to go to the healing video, but I'm going to set up the field in the healing video, and I'm going to also describe that we're going to be going back to an event that had a tremendous impact on the world on a collective level. And then we'll go from there, and I'll set up a healing field and we'll do some healing work. What we do in the healing work, if you decide on a soul level, it doesn't have to be something you physically experience, but you might. You'll be invited on a soul level to return to an event that may have had impact for you, possibly in another lifetime. If you weren't impacted by this event, you're probably not going to be attracted to the video, but even if you weren't involved in this event, you can learn how to heal events by going back to it. So to work with the energies of these powerful events, and you'll be, surrounded by your guides and helpers and everything, so it shouldn't be a difficult um, thing to do for you. Really, we don't end up, the words in the video are, I ask the higher self to take us through the portal of time. If it's not in your highest good to do that, then it won't happen. So that's, if you're back there, then it's in your highest good to have that experience. Okay. So that's it. I'm going to just start another video, and I'll see you there. Yeah, or I could, let me see, the other option I have is to suggest that you just pause the video, and when you're ready to do the healing work, you just continue on. And so we'll look and see how far we are. We're almost 11 minutes into this video, so you can just pause it, and then when you're ready to do the healing aspect of it, you can just hit play again. So, okay, so, hi. You must have hit play it again. And so, we're just going to set up a healing field. So when I say I choose to set up a healing field for, you could just state your name out loud. That way, the beings that are drawn into the healing field will be drawn into the healing field, and you'll become part of that healing field once you state that the healing field is for you. It's just how it works. If you can't figure it out, that's okay. You'll just have an experience, and you'll like it or not like it. Probably like it. Okay, so I choose to set up a healing field for, and for me, I'm going to say for the world, as a specific field within the world's healing field. And I ask the Brotherhood of Light, please be present. And the Deva of Healing, please be present. Pan of Nature, please be present. Sisterhood of Light, please be present. All of our helpers and guides, please be present. Saint Germain, please be present. Metatron, please be present. Kuan Yin, please be present. Master Mo, please be present. Master Kun Li, please be present. Christ Consciousness, please be present. Holders of Space, please be present. Sanat Kumara, please be present. Abrahamanan, please be present. Alcazar, please be present. The interdimensional being, please be present. Thoth, please be present. Ra, please be present. The Deep Self, please be present. Higher Self, please be present. And our soul group, please be present. And I ask that we be placed in a field of protection while we do this work. I ask the higher self to take us through the portal of time to the event that would be of the highest good, release and integrate at this time. And I invite all souls to return to the event, to release and integrate the energy of the event for themselves. And I ask that they be placed in fields of protection while they do their work. Upon arrival at the event, I ask the higher self to assist us to release and integrate all energies of the event, gently and easily, fully and completely, on all levels and through all space and time. Okay. Now, again, you can, if you want to, you can pause the video and go about your various tasks that you may have, or you could just lie and notice energies change. If you get specific insights to what the event was for you that we went back to, and it doesn't seem inappropriate, if it doesn't seem inappropriate to share that with us in a comment, that'd be great to hear what you noticed. Some people are more aware of the travel and where they go back to and what they see. I tend to keep the visuals turned off so that I'm not seeing as much and I'm just working more with the energetics of the event. So go ahead and hit the pause button again, and then when you feel all the energy of the event feels resolved, you'll have an awareness of that. Then hit the play button, and then we'll complete the last portion of this healing process. Okay, Steve here, and now we're going to do the final part of this process where we're well, you'll understand what we're doing while we do it. So I ask the interdimensional being, both and Ra, and deep self and higher self, and our soul group, to assist all the souls that return to the event to combine with that part of their soul that had remained at the event and bring that combined soul back into their body in present time. With all of its wisdom, power, and clarity. I ask all those souls to ground themselves in the healing center of the earth and open up the portal for the delivery of the new energies into the world at this time. And I ask that these new energies be brought into the world now. And that they be activated. Where I let the universe beyond know that this has been done and that it's good. Okay, that's the healing field for today. I imagine there's some really big energies at play right now, and so I'm going to guess that there'll probably be a healing field on Monday, and maybe another one on Tuesday, and then another one on Thursday. Yeah, so we'll just see. Anyway, I hope this serves you well, and